Hi, everybody. This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend, and you're listening to the Book in the Territory Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know I would rather slam my cock in a car door than to miss the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper, my illegitimate son, on Booking the Territory podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of our Smoky Mountain Rasslin podcast. This is Smoky Mountain Wrestling, episode 167, April 8th, 1995. And this is Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast, where today I'm sitting here with Doc, and Harper is supposed to join us, but he is running severely late, so we had to get going. We're always against a time crunch, it seems. But no, we worked it in where we're supposed to have Harper today, and we'll see when Mr. Paperwork and Mr. Superstar finally joins us. This is taping number 4 from Council, Virginia, drawing 425 people, if you believe the internet. Remember, this episode was filmed March 6th of 95. Doc, how you doing this morning?
I'm super blessed, as always. I'm constantly trying to figure out the enigma that is our good friend, Hardbody Harper. So, he's been up all night, right? It is 7 o'clock in the morning, and he has not been to bed, right?
Presumably, if he worked last night like he said so.
Okay, so he's not asleep.
It's an astute observation.
Yeah, and he's, I can only assume, doing stuff around his house, and just doesn't show up on time. And that's where my brain starts to explode.
He lives in his own world. Maybe he'll join us today, and his voice will be I wouldn't say modulated, but slowed down like it was on the NWA show from June 18th, 1988. That was just ridiculous in its own way.
I'm going to give some advice to the listeners out there that also could be probably applied to the ladies that try to get themselves into the hard body scene. Man, I think with Harper, you just take what you can get and be happy that you got something, right?
You said the ladies as well? Like,
yeah, because the ladies, like, I could change him.
Oh,
I mean, he's a little weird with all those toys from when he was a kid, but he is good with my child, so, maybe I could change him. And then,
yeah, okay. I don't know if I'd go there, but all right.
So I just want to let all the listeners know, he'll probably be here at some point, and we'll
Give
just
him
take
20 minutes or so, maybe, right?
Yeah, we'll take what we get. That's the only way I know. That and us just deciding to start without him.
You and I are time fiends, though. We are like
punctual to the minute,
punctual to the second. If you
I don't know that I've ever met anybody else that was as punctual as me until I met you.
Yeah, like you tell me I got to be somewhere at 9 o'clock, I'm probably going to be there 5 minutes early.
I practice the Tom Coughlin rule of punctuality, which is you need to be places early.
Yeah, I'm with you. And
but
the paperwork is on.
Oh my goodness, that's only 8 minutes. Charmed life.
Charmed life. Let me get him in here. But I agree. I'm you and I are just
a rare. It's probably one of the things that's kept this show alive as long as it has.
It's probably one of the things. Harper, good morning.
Hey.
How you doing?
Well, we got a quick question for you, Harper, before we get back into resetting the show. So the listeners were wondering. We said start at 7, and it's now 7:08. People want to know what you've been doing for the last 8 minutes.
I've been worrying about Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
that's not gonna be timely by the time this drops.
It might be.
His fate will be known by then.
Okay,
so I think it's known by right now.
The fate of the starting quarterback in this year's NFL is as perilous as our recording schedule these days.
It's like being a lieutenant in the Vietnam War. You're gonna just eventually get fucking shot.
Wow.
I was gonna say it was like being a pigment challenged person getting pulled over by the police.
No,
Hey, come
that's
on,
like,
come on, bro. We're
Is
All
that
right.
true, Mike?
All right, so Mike knows it's true.
Come on,
And all
bro.
of our listeners out there that suffer the same affliction as Mike know it's true.
Oh, stop! Come on, man. Stop.
All right. So we're here to live, love, and laugh wrestling style. So Harper, we're doing episode 167. That's April 8th of 1995. This is your first time to join us in a while. We're obviously very pleased that you could. It's a better show when you do join us. We do have a quick question for you. You haven't watched Smoky Mountain, or you haven't been on the Smoky Mountain shows in a while.
He's missed
Have
4,
you?
Doc. I think he's missed
Yeah,
4.
so that's a month of shows. Have you watched any of it on your own, or have you just taken a break and this was all kind of new to you?
He took a break.
Yeah.
Well, he knows Bobby won. I mean, he and I have talked about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and here's
right,
the thing. Here's the thing. Some of these episodes had those recaps in them where Harper, just seeing those clips, can figure out what the hell's going on. That's what's.
Yeah.
I'm just asking where we're at here. So
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Just
All right.
seeing like the fucking Undertaker on here is crazy with the tag team match.
And
Yeah.
we're going to get into that because you're right. You weren't here when Bobby won the title, nor Corny made the announcement about The Undertaker. So, all right. I got all the recorders running. We're doing Smoky Mountain Wrestling episode 167, April 8th, 1995. Shout out to Disrespectfully Classy, Mark E. Blassie, Kyle Riley, Mike Childry for your generous patronage contributions every single month. We appreciate it for supporting this show. Shout out to all the patrons as well. And if you're not one, become one at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. You get the video review versions of these. You get the Clash of Champions, the Jim Crockett Promotions pay-per-views, all that good stuff, the world-class shows with me and SMU Heavyweight. All that stuff is over on Patreon, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Les Thatcher and Jim Ross open up the show. Let me warn you, Jim Ross's time in Smoky Mountain is getting close to the end as we embark on another episode with him at the booth. Les and JR set the table for the week. Nothing of big to note, so let's get to the ring. Boo Bradley takes on Mike Sampson. JR plugs Fright Night, which is taking place tonight, April 8th, 1995, where Boo will wrestle Killer Kyle in an Anything Goes match. Boo Bradley wins over Mike Sampson with ease. Doc, I'll throw it to you first. Anything from the opening with Les and Jim, or from Boo and Mike Sampson?
Get a good look at JR there if you're watching the video feed, because this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's wrapping up, pal.
Yeah, he's gonna go away so we can miss him. Yeah.
Chip Kessler.
Yeah.
What?
Here's the thing.
He's not that bad, man. We making fun of him.
He's really not, but he's also judged against like what we're losing.
Yeah.
So like when you go from Dutch to JR or Les and Caudle to JR, still miss Caudle and Dutch, but you got Les and JR.
Dude, Dutch and Bob Caudle are the most underrated duo in wrestling history when it comes to commentary, in my opinion. But
and it's real easy to forget that they really carried the shows in like the first 15 or so when the talent was kind of weird and it was getting started and they really went off on each other. And man, look at Boo there. He looks like he got hit with the belt sander.
Hey, but what I was going to say was you got Dutch and Bob Caudle, and then you get Les comes in, and then you get JR comes in. So you got these 4 guys who are very, very much well-known in the wrestling industry. And then you throw Chip Kessler in the mix. He's not bad. He looks like he did a line of coke because, I mean, his eyes are always bugged out, but he's not horrible. And
you know what he is? You know what he is?
What's that?
He's like if in a few years, like the Packers are used to having Brett Favre, then they're used to having Aaron Rodgers, and then they got to start over and they go get him a 3rd or 4th rounder, and he comes in and he does well, but he doesn't have the skill set yet or the name to get him into the playoffs, and everybody freaks out and chops his head off.
It's a good analogy.
There you go.
I got it, man. I'm on it this morning. I'm a little hungover, but we're gonna be all right.
Harper, anything from Boo Bradley and Mike Sampson?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I want to hear from Boo because it's ridiculous. Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, as we said, is the night, 8 o'clock, Johnson City Freedom Hall. You get a chance, go one-on-one with Killer Kyle. You got a big score to settle this guy, Boo.
Mr. Ross, all my fans know me, you know. Hi, everybody. They all know me, right? I'm a likable guy, but I wasn't always so likable. There was a time when some people who I won't say their names used to lead me around to the ring on this. Kyle, look at my head. The only reason that kid busted me open was because of what you did. But you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you, you know?
Right.
But if you fool me twice, stuff happens, you know?
Something like that, yeah.
But Killer Kyle, I got here an 8-foot-long chain with a studded dog collar. I dropped blood to you. Nobody's ever done this to me before. Killer Kyle, when I smack you upside the head with this, I hope that you have that insurance stuff, because you're going to need it, because you're going to need about 150 stitches to close up what I'm going to do to him.
All right.
And I just want everybody to come down there and root for me, all right? Because I'm going to do it for every one of you, and every one of you, and I'm going to help get rid of them for you too, Mr. Ross.
Okay, pal. Eat those peas and get ready for tonight.
Oh, peas and spinach, and corn, and ho-hos.
Ho-hos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he'll be ready tonight at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much.
Okay, Harper, you first, man. You first.
I hope he has that insurance stuff.
I read that note too. That insurance stuff.
And you can kind of.
I got to enroll for my benefits for work today. I'm gonna go tell my wife, get over here, twat. We need to figure out our insurance stuff.
It's nice.
He's almost kind of like a Mighty Wilbur type of guy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Except he's real good at this, and Mighty Wilbur's not.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because we can't figure out if Wilbur's really that bad or if he's acting, which is kind of amazing in itself.
I like that he elicits JR doing the okay, pal. He's ho-hos, too. When's the last time you had a ho-ho, Harper?
That was those like chocolate. They were like Twinkie.
They're like you're cutting out. Mike, they're chocolate, so I would assume. Now you need to go get your internet fixed. Mike, you
oh shit.
You probably like ho-hos better. Shit. Stop talking until you get your shit fixed.
Shit.
You probably like ho-hos more than Twinkies, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. I used to love fucking Twinkies.
You used to love what? Think of all the time you're going to spend editing all this out.
Harper, did you reboot?
Great. No.
Harper, hang up and reboot, man. I'm gonna call you back.
All right.
When I see you green, I'll call you back. That might be part of it.
All right.
Okay. We'll keep going in the meantime.
Yeah.
No,
I
don't eat Twinkies, and I don't really like them, to be honest with you. They're not all that great.
Okay.
You like them?
No, not at all. They're gross.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I don't like spinach and peas either, so.
You don't like vegetables at all. You've told me a million times. The textures just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's all gross. But Boo's I don't like the Boo Bradley diet one bit.
Well, I mean, how do you think he keeps that svelte figure he's got?
Yeah.
Ho-hos contributes.
Ho-hos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spam. Probably eat some spam.
All right. Let's keep going. That was glorious, especially the ho-hos part and him and JR interacting. The Wolfman.
He was. Let's don't gloss over that. He was really good there, and it's pretty funny to think about when he came in. He could barely speak in his character, because he was so R-worded that he couldn't talk. And now he's popping us with his words. So that's an interesting kind of character arc for him over the last year or so.
Good point. Good point. He's getting close to the end too, I believe. So
he's got to
we'll
go
see.
swing some chairs over at EC Dub.
Yep. The Wolfman.
Here's the thing, and well, hold on. I may have said this last week. He's here longer than I remember when I watched this the first time. So I was expecting him to be gone right after Candido.
He's got a longer run than I remember. I agree. It feels much longer than what it did the first go around. But the Wolfman defeats. The Wolfman takes on Killer Kyle in the Beats Champs TV title match. Kyle wins in about 2 minutes, and then they bury the Wolfman under the X flag. I wonder if they had to wash that flag afterwards. That's nice. It probably stunk when they put it on the Wolfman. Smelled like weed, funky but
like shitty weed, like shitty weed and bad decisions. To quote Harper,
funky but dussy and bad decisions. Yes.
God, can you imagine the lack of quality that the Wolfman's pulling in the Smoky Mountain area from the rat stable?
Dude, he's got the bottom of the barrel snatch. It's like,
and as we've discussed on this show, for wrestlers, that's saying something.
I mean, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel. That snatch is, some of that snatch might have 8 toes on each foot. I mean, there's some downwind chemical plant action happening with the Wolfman. No doubt.
And the funny part would be if you ask him how he's going, how it's doing, and if he was like, "Man, this is the best time of my life."
Well, he's chauffeuring around Budrow. He's Budrow's lackey, so there's no telling. You know, but Budrow might pull him. Budrow might be helping him pull a decent piece. You know, I mean, you never know. I don't know. Anyway, we keep going. Bobby Blaze versus Larry Santo. Bobby won't back down. That song is so fitting for Bobby and in such a great way. And Bobby wins with a Northern Lights suplex. Doc, any thoughts from that?
I said this probably over a year ago, but I'm still there. Larry Santo looks like a cross between Kane and Lance Storm.
Bringing Harper back into this.
Okay. I welcome that.
Yeah, it might be something to that. There he is.
Okay.
Superstar's back. Say something, Harper.
Hey.
All right. Now, here's my question. Here's my question about Bobby, because I know he's listening. Good friend of the show. He's been. I want to give Bobby a shout out because I was listening to his podcast, and they mentioned us and that he was on the show. So keep up our friendly relations with the current Smoky Mountain heavyweight champion. What would happen to Bobby if he tried the Northern Light suplex and the bridge today in 2019?
I don't know what you're getting at, Harper. What do you think?
Yeah,
Well, how many bones would break in his body? And
all of them.
Yeah, I just wonder if he thinks he could, because the Rock and Roll is still dropping they're still doing the double drop kick. So just wondering, as guys age, they say do a finisher that you could do forever and on anybody. Could he pull off his finisher one time if he had to?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you meant Bobby in 2019 right now doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he ain't doing it. That's not. It's like a physical impossibility. He wouldn't hurt himself because he couldn't do it, probably.
Okay.
How that sound mean when I say that? I love you, Bobby. I don't mean it like that.
Mike?
Well, that's why I wanted him to tell us he could do it instead of you being a complete and total prick.
My bad. What'd you say, Harper?
You're an asshole, dude. And I have spent 4 years trying to tell the people this, and finally they're going to listen.
Oh man, I love Bobby. He's like a friend of mine, man. I don't mean it like that.
You hate Bobby. You're like, man, he talks too much. He won't be quiet.
Oh God, come on, bro.
Then before the show today, patrons and listeners, you should have heard what Mike was saying about y'all. And I was like, come on, dude, we love them. That's the reason we do the show. And he's like, man, maybe we need to rethink that.
Damn.
Come on, bruh.
Doc, you're really good at putting your words in my mouth.
You want me to put something else in your mouth?
I'll pass. Harper, any thoughts on...
I was just talking about going to Buddy. I don't know what you're thinking about.
Oh, okay. Harper, any other thoughts on Bobby and his Northern Lights?
No. He got the big victory.
He sure did.
Boy, it is amazing how much just restarting your computer was always the answer.
But we couldn't get him to restart a few weeks ago when his voice slowed down on the NWA show. That was great.
Mike, when's the last time that we did this show that you didn't restart your computer right beforehand?
4 years ago.
Yeah. That's nice.
Wait, is his voice slowed down?
No.
Okay,
nah.
I'm like hearing things because I got to tell you, I went back to the 23 minute mark of that NWA show from June 18, 1988 last night to make sure everything dropped perfect. And I fast forwarded to that segment, and Harper's voice slowing down when he became the whistleblower is the greatest thing in podcasting history. And I'm not, this ain't how do you say it, Doc? Hyperbole?
Hyperbole.
All right, let's go to Buddy. Hyperbole. Let's go to Buddy Landel. He's cutting a promo now after Bobby's match.
Okay, Les, thanks very much. Now, I want to make sure I got this right. Tonight in Johnson City, as you got double duty. You're going to try to get your Rolex, your car, and win the Smoky Mountain title from Bobby Blaze. And then you're going to wrestle the Dirty White Boy. And if you break any rules, then Officer Kim Birchfield is going to take you to jail. Have I got that right?
I'm glad you put that in perspective. I got shafted out of the title. I lost my Rolex. I lost my Mercedes-Benz. Now I'm putting up $10,000 cash towards that title and to win all my stuff back tonight, Bobby Blaze, in Johnson City, Tennessee. And then after I get through winning everything back and coming out the Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Champion, I've got, like Jim Ross said, double duty. I've got to come right back out and wrestle the Dirty White Boy with my ex-good friend, police officer, Johnson City's police officer, Kim Birchfield, is going to be the special referee. And they say if I break the rules that he's going to have me arrested and put in jail, right?
That's what the deal is. Are you ready to go to jail? Because I know you're going to break the rules, buddy.
I guess he forgot about the time when I used to pick his head up out of the toilet when he was so drunk he couldn't drive home. I used to help him campaign and run for sheriff. No wonder he never got elected. He's an ingrate, and he forgot about all the times that I helped feed his family when he was down and out. But let me tell you something, Kim Birchfield. I did a little checking on my own, and come to find out, I wonder if you've got the arresting power of a real police officer anyway. Because my sources tell me that you're nothing more than a meter maid, that you put parking tickets on windshields.
I think he'll be able to take you to jail, buddy, and you know, pack kind of lightly because they don't let you, they check that stuff.
Well, tonight in Johnson City, it's Fright Night. And speaking of Fright Night, what is this? Here, a Wolfman, of all things, Fright Night tonight in Johnson City. We got the Wolfman here.
Our old friend the Wolfman's back with us.
What do you want, boy?
Hey, Mr. Landel, the Nature Boy.
Yeah.
You know, I've been having a real hard time trying to win a match here, and I know I got what it takes to win a match here in Smoky Mountain.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, you know, would you help me out? Will you show me some things? Would you train me just a little bit? I know I got it in me. I know I can win a match.
Train you?
Yes.
Well, I know that you know that I'm an all-American athlete. All right, you want me to train you? Take your coat off. Take your coat off real quick. Take it off.
Buddy, we don't really have time for this.
All right, just real quick. I'm going to train him real quick. I'm going to show you something, all right? Now, if you can you bend over and touch your toes? Like a deep knee bend, just touch your toes. Can you do that? That's real good.
Hey, buddy, come on.
Now, tell you something, Bobby Blaze, tonight in Johnson City, I'm taking the Smoky Mountain belt back, shine my Mercedes up, wind my Rolex. You're getting it tonight, pal. And Kim Birchfield, stick your nose in. I double dog dare you. Coming for you, white boy, tonight.
Quit that, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
I'm going to go to Harper first. Harper, what do you think?
My fucking
Every time I see that shit he's wearing, I get more disgusted by it. And I'm not.
He looks like Jeremiah. Bro, what's the name of that old Western, Jeremiah Johnson?
Yeah.
He's like a fur trader.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like a fur trader.
You might
And
need to go
speaking
restart
of Kim,
it.
No, he's modulated, but I can make it out at least. Go ahead.
Have y'all Googled that guy Kim Birchfield?
Oh boy, you
No.
did.
Yeah. Speaking of that insurance stuff, he investigated for insurance fraud in 2013.
Back to blue, huh?
Yeah.
Mike, if your people would just do what the police officers say, they could commit some insurance fraud. Allegedly. We don't know. It's investigated. That's different. I mean, we don't know.
That's got to be him because it looks like him. He's got that mustache and everything.
Well, there you go.
I mean, this is from 2014.
Insurance fraud, you said, Harper?
Yeah, Gate City, Virginia.
Well,
that's got to be him.
Someone send that question to Corny Drive-Thru. I want to know now what the hell is up with Ken Birchfield.
It's Kim, like a girl.
Right.
Not Ken.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Kim. Yeah.
Kim. Okay.
Kim.
All right. One other question for Harper. So we know Kim Birchfield is allegedly has been investigated for insurance fraud. But other than that,
that's got to be him, man. It's got to be.
I agree. But Harper, have we already asked you what kind of car the Wolfman drives?
Fuck, the Wolfman? This motherfucker.
I'm not sure he has a car. I think he has a bus pass.
He's taking a fucking mega bus everywhere.
He's driving Buddy because he doesn't have a car.
Harper, what's the Wolfman's gear smell like?
Oh God, that's just got to be gross, man.
Look, I'm not against hunting at all. I don't hunt, but I don't care. So this is not any sort of PETA thing. I love animals. I love eating animals. I love going to the zoo and seeing animals. I don't have a hard line position on this. So what I'm about to say is not from any sort of either or. But that fucking pelt coat is so stupid.
It's got to be fake.
I don't know, but it is gross looking. I mean,
I don't get what it says. Nothing of it says wolf.
Boogie, nothing about you says computers or technology.
Okay, he's all soft-spoken. Shouldn't he at least howl?
He should howl or do something.
Well, he howls in the ring before his matches. He just did it with Killer Kyle before his match. He went, "Oh, yeah."
Now the other thing is, if you look at him from the side when that pelt is not. Look, if we're gonna have a pelt in Smoky Mountain, it needs to be on Stan Lane's head, not the Wolfman. But
agree.
But when he looks to the side at Buddy, you can see his face. That dude's old.
Yeah, that guy is old.
So he's just now getting involved in wrestling, and this is how he's doing it.
All right.
He's like, well, I got this big fur coat thing, like a fur trader thing, and I can call myself Wolfman. I can dress like a caveman. So why don't you call yourself Caveman? Nah, let's go Wolf.
I saw it at an estate sale back up in the holler, and I got it because I thought it looked neat. I could use that.
All right. Any other thoughts on Buddy Landel talking about Bobby and the Wolf?
That's not true. Actually, I found that pelt on the side of the road in a rainstorm. Oh, just so you know, right there, Buddy is 33 right there.
Jesus Christ.
It's 11 years younger than me.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
You think Buddy at 95 has been through the wars, but he's still young.
God, he must have been.
He started it like I've read. He dropped out of high school to start wrestling.
That sounds great.
If you've never seen it, you got to look at him. You got to go back to like
the dark hair.
82 Mid-South, yeah, when he's got the dark hair and he looks like a kid, man. He really does. Like,
well, if he's 82 That's 13 years before this, and he's 33. That would have made him 20 then.
Damn, man.
And he looks, I mean, you can see the youth. I mean, he's got the dark hair. He looks like a kid, man. And the funny part is, he doesn't, like, he's an enhancement talent during that time and then into 83, but shit, by 85, man, he's like got a major program in Mid-South, and he's like doing some good shit. 84, 85, man, he blows up.
This is all he's ever known.
Yeah, it's the only thing he's ever had.
Damn.
All
but
right.
Arn said that in his podcast. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
That was the life of the wrestler
JJ
back
Dillon
then.
said that. I mean, he got done with some wrestling, and he's like, I don't have a lot of skills, and I got a special needs kid to take care of. The wrestling business isn't a good resume builder, is it, Mike?
I mean, if you do something else outside of it, but it's not on my resume. That's for damn sure.
You should have put that on there.
I actually hide it from most people.
Why? Why would you hide that? That's your love.
Okay.
That's your passion, Michael.
I'm not talking about it as like a fan. I'm talking about being involved in it.
I hate talking about it, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I have no desire, and then of course, some asshole's got to bring it up. Like, why you got to bring this shit up,
dude?
Because now I got to have a fucking 3-hour conversation about it. And I feel like I'm almost like on The Sopranos when the episode when he plays golf with the doctors and they're asking him like, so what's more realistic, The Godfather or Casino? And he's looking at the doctor like, you motherfucker.
Everybody wants you to put him in the figure 4 to see if it hurts.
Yeah, and it's just like, what am I, just a conversation piece, bro?
Here's how it goes. This is 100% true. You're in wrestling? You mean that WWE stuff?
Yeah.
Well, something like that. So it's not real, right? Yeah, something like that. I mean, it looks like it hurts a little, but it's like it's scripted though, right? Like they have it all figured out beforehand. You gotta understand. 95% of the people that are having this conversation with you, they're not even fans. All they know is the
Hulk
WWE
Hogan.
Brand and Hulk Hogan and maybe
Steve Austin.
The Rock
right.
used to do that.
Right.
My kid likes John Cena.
And they're so detached from it. They go, so you worked in the WWE, and you're just like,
yeah.
God, I would rather be anywhere than this stupid bull crap conversation right now. That's why it's just stupid to talk about. And I'm like, Harper, why did you just bring that up? Why? Or I'll even go into denial sometimes. Like, I have no clue what this idiot's talking about.
That's not true, because when you told me at work, you asked me if I wanted some 8x10s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, that's all right, bro.
Harper, did you have you ever gone to the no sale, Harper? Where you're like, I have no clue what they're talking about.
Yeah, because I just don't want to talk about it.
Right.
I don't want to keep having that fucking Groundhog Day conversation. Like I'm Bill Murray. I'm like, fuck, here we go again. Fuck.
Here we go again into Bobby Blaze, the police officer, Kim Birchfield, and Dirty White Boy, who now have to cut a promo. Here it is. This is after what we listened to at Budrow.
All right, we're ready with our confrontation segment here on Smoky Mountain Wrestling. My guest, the Dirty White Boy, and Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Champion Bobby Blaze. And what they have in common is a man named Nature Boy Buddy Landel. And Bobby, tonight, Fright Night in Johnson City. This belt is on the line, along with the Mercedes you won from the man, the Rolex. He's putting $10,000 up, saying that he can take it all back from you. How you feel about it?
Hey, it's like this. Tonight in Johnson City, Buddy Landel, this belt, the Rolex, the nice Mercedes I've been driving in for $10,000. All kidding aside, a man's luck can only go so far. But tonight, guts and perseverance, something I have a lot of. Buddy Landel, Bobby Blaze won't quit. I'm coming for the $10,000, and I'm going to defend this belt. Remember, tonight in Johnson City, guts and perseverance. You won't make me back down, Landel, and I'm coming for that $10,000.
Bobby, I know you're on a roll, and I know that 10,000 buy a lot of baby food.
A lot of baby food and more, a lot of diapers,
Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
And one of the things that's going on when Buddy Landel steps in the ring with the Dirty White Boy is that police officer Kim Birchfield will be on hand. Let's hear from him right now, and then we'll talk to the Dirty White Boy.
You know, Buddy Landel, I've been around Johnson City in this area for a long time.
Jesus Christ.
I've been a police officer in Johnson City a long time, and I've ran for sheriff. What you did to me the last time in Johnson City, buddy, you really embarrassed me in front of a lot of my friends. Now, tonight, you put your hands on me as I'm assigned special referee, and your butt's going downtown. I can promise you that, Landel.
All right, we've heard from Officer Birchfield. Now, the whole deal here is if Landel breaks the rules,
One time.
he's going to jail in
One
Johnson
time.
City, right?
That's exactly right. Officer Kim Birchfield, Nature Boy Buddy Landel, you have nailed this man on 2 different occasions. First time he let you slide. The second time he let you slide trying to be a man, not a police officer. But this time, if you lay one finger on Officer Birchfield, you're going away. If you pull any shady deals tonight, they're going to put them little bracelets on you and you're going downtown. Now, you know, that stipulation goes to Nature Boy Buddy Landel. I don't think it has anything to do with me.
Figuratively speaking, you're handcuffing him already because if this guy can't break the rules, it's going to be tough for him to perform.
It's going to be very, very tough for the Nature Boy to even come close to beating the White Boy. So, Nature Boy, woo! You get ready one way or the other, brother. You're going down. Either them shoulders are going on the mat or you're going downtown and see what lockup's all about.
That's Friday night tonight in Johnson City.
Harper, remember those tennis shoes that ZWB is wearing there?
That's those ones Jake the Snake was wearing in that promo.
It feels like he gave them to. It feels like he gave them to Dirty White Boy.
Those look cleaner, man.
Yeah, those look like he's wearing just like some like Reeboks or something.
Remember the big tongue phase where that shit would all be flying around back in the day?
Yeah, like the Nike, like the Air Force ones or something. It was Force.
Something like that.
I think those
something
are,
like that.
I think those are clean. Or the white Reebok.
Or Cons.
Cons. That's the Cons had those big damn tongues on them. Those look cleaner than Jake's. Jake's looked like they had ran through mud and trying to get away from the police because he was doing or something. Like those are a lot whiter and more clean. Dirty White Boy looks like a clean fella. I mean, think about Jake's, man. The soles on those things look like they were falling off. Like he got those some bitches from a damn,
he got him on the
something.
same side of the road that Wolfman found that pelt. Now, Bobby is straight up pure pink white meat baby face. You would say pink meat, I'm sure, Mike, but he's got a pink neck, but it's white. He's white meat.
Mm-hmm.
But let's turn our attention to Kim Birchfield here. So Harper, you're saying that's him?
That's him, bro. Just get the mustache and everything. He still looks like that.
Okay. Now, Mike, do you know who he looks like to me?
He almost looks like a cartoon character with that no neck and double chin, and
he looks like if T-Rex.
Oh no.
And the guy that at work that we said is the prototypical Yankees fan that struggles to breathe and waddles around were mixed together, it's Ken Birchfield.
Actually, the dude you talking about that waddles and walks around and it sounds like he's about to have a heart attack, he looks like that dude more to me than he would the T-Rex. I see why you say the T-Rex, but the problem is he don't have the arms like the T-Rex.
We can't see.
Well, no, we saw him. We've seen his arms.
Now, Harper, where do you think Kim Birchfield goes to get a haircut like that?
Supercuts, Fantastic Sam's. Or his fucking wife does it.
Hey, you're onto something there. She quit after her first 6 weeks at beauty college, but she's good enough to cut the sheriff's head.
My.
That fucking mustache.
Bruh. That's
Perfect.
That's as much of the uniform as the badge.
He still has it in that picture from 2014.
Dudes with those kind of mustaches don't change things up very often.
They like the good old days, and they ain't seeing a reason to change.
All right. So anyway, the quick recap on what goes down there. Bobby is putting a lot on the line. He's putting up the belt, the Rolex, the Mercedes, all for $10,000. It doesn't seem fair, but Bobby is a fighting man, and Officer Birchfield says he's putting Buddy in jail if he breaks those rules. So we will see what happens.
Wouldn't it be great if they did a promo with fucking Bobby in a Mercedes?
It would be.
I mean, that would have been perfect.
He's never driven anything that nice, so he can't find the air conditioner.
But it's really just like, it's really just like a Chevy Corsica.
Come on.
Like a Mercedes symbol on the grill.
Come on.
We're gonna see plenty of cars at the car lot. I hope Harper can be on with us for those.
Boy,
episodes.
no kidding.
When Buddy Landel takes us to Clayton's Motors, I think is what it is. Holy crap! God, it's so great.
It's a commercial?
No, it's a promo.
It's a promo, and it's glorious. It's so white trash, but it's so glorious. It's terrible. I mean, it's so terrible in the best way. We shall keep going. They show a replay of last week with New Jack versus Tracy Smothers that got wild with the gangsters jumping in, and then Corny and then Boo also try to help out. Lot went down right there. They then go to Tracy Smothers and Bob Armstrong and Jim Cornette for a promo. I actually don't have anything from it. It's just Cornette, Smothers, and Armstrong, and they're basically making one last push to talk the people into the building for the matches that are going on tonight at Fright Night from Johnson City in Tennessee. So it's more of just a plug to say, hey, come out. We're live in person. Come see us. Doc, did you have anything else from it?
Yeah, I didn't have any notes specifically on the content. I thought it was good. I did say that, hey, that's got me fired up for this match. I did like Tracy's shirt and red Zubaz pant combination there. Look at that. It's got the Rebel bandana around his neck, tied around his neck. He's got a Tracy Smothers Wild-Eyed Southern Boy t-shirt on, and then he's got some red Zubaz.
Harvard, do you have any thoughts on what they're wearing? Jesus, look at that.
Tracy's just been... People will probably buy that shirt now.
Oh, yeah.
Look
at him, though. He's fired up.
Like at the shows?
They would, Hopper.
Because it's got that kind of retro fucking look to it.
They really would buy that right now.
I'm more interested in that shirt Bob Armstrong's wearing.
Yeah, that one's nice, along with the Smoky Mountain hat too.
Yeah, that was nuts. I don't like that hat, but
we'll keep
that
going.
hat. That hat reminds me. What was it, Cat?
Yeah. The fucking Bulldozer Company is some shit.
Yeah. Everybody's grandpa had one of those.
Doc, any thoughts not only on this, but the video package of The Undertaker that we see?
No, we've already seen it. It's Don't Fear the Reaper, and you didn't know that was Blue Oyster Cult.
Damn, Mike.
Come on, Brian. It maybe if it was Black Oyster Cult, he would have known it, but...
Oh.
Y'all finish? I'm just asking. Can we keep going?
Why are you so upset, man? We're just having fun.
Okay. Trust me, that does not upset me.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Oh. I want to get Corso in my torso.
That was amazing from a couple weeks ago on College Game Day. And I just don't know, but the problem is I don't know if it was a male or female that had that song.
What does that matter?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but it just was amazing.
Okay.
Lee Corso in your torso. They want that old man in their torso. Wow.
Well,
that's nice. I mean, to each his own, right?
He's like 90, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Harper likes older women, but damn.
I know, huh?
Ain't nothing wrong with an older woman, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The,
All right.
the wrinkles get a little friction on your. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh God.
What are you, 12? Let's go to the gangsters. This is after the video package with The Undertaker. Again, one last build to Fright Night. Here we go.
Tonight is the night. It's an I Quit six-man tag match. The match will continue no matter what happens until a member of one of the teams says, I quit.
I done been in a lot of matches in my day. But I'm going to be honest, an I Quit match, it would have been all right if it was just anybody. But to be in the ring with The Undertaker is bad enough. Then you got Cornette, then you got the Armstrongs, then you got everybody else that he bringing trying to get rid of the gangster. Well, I done thought about it, and I done slept on it. And every time I try to go to sleep, the only thing I can picture is The Undertaker grabbing me around my neck and snot coming out my nose. That ain't a pretty sight. Well, I'm going to tell you something. And Jim Cornette, I'm going to tell you something. The Undertaker, he got to go through Dino to get to me. He got to go through Mustafa to get to me. He got to go through Killer Kyle to get to me. And by the time you get to me, boy, you going to be too tired to do anything. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be slippery like a fish out of water. And partner, you best believe it ain't going to be easy getting your hands on New Jack. Because I'm going to be honest, this is one match that I ain't looking forward to. And if I live through it, you better know that the gangsters, we ain't gone and it ain't going to be over with. And I hope you rednecks happy that we done finally got suckered into a match that I'm finally worried about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, great seats are still available. It happens tonight at 8 o'clock. Here's more about Fright Night.
All right, Doc, what'd you have from the gangsters right there as New Jack is scared?
Yeah, I didn't have a lot. He didn't talking about a lot of lines there again, but I thought that was really good because he's talking them in the building because he's showing a side that we haven't seen before, and the hillbillies that are brave enough to come will want to pay to see him get killed by the Undertaker. So,
oh, good. Sorry.
No, it was good.
Harper, you got any thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was good. He's showing them I'm actually scared. I'm not just talking shit. I'm being real here. It's the fucking Undertaker.
I like that he's like, he names all the gangsters that Taker has to go through before they get to him, which I thought was funny. He's like, he said that's showing you how scared he is, because normally he's talking about how I'm gonna get you, blah, 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 blah. But now it's like, you got to go through Mustafa, you got to go through Kyle, you got to go through D-Lo, you got to go through all these people before you get to me. And I thought that was good. Here's the graphic of it, Fright Night, April 8th. I Quit match, Gangsters and D-Lo against Bob Armstrong, Tracy, and The Undertaker with Jim Cornette, and Paul Bearer was going to be there. So Paul Bearer is the Revolution Rumble is named after Paul Bearer. So
that's right.
I want to point that
Percy
out.
Pringle.
The Percy Pringle, yeah. The Percy Pringle Revolution Rumble that Wildcat does every year. For those who don't know, he was very much tied to Wildcat Sports throughout the years when he was still alive. So we keep going as the graphic rolls on the video version of this show with all the matches that are taking place at Fright Night. We got Ricky Morton versus Al Snow. This match, I think, and I've said this a few times on the show over the last 4 years, this match is nearly a 12-minute match, and I'm pretty sure it's in the top 5 longest TV matches you'll ever see on Smoky Mountain. I don't have it committed to memory, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the longest, because you got to remember, you only got 45 minutes to fill, so if you got 12 minutes, that's a quarter of your program. Doc, I'm going to run it down, but go ahead.
I got a couple of timestamps. Shut up. Talent's talking. Give me 39:20. I'd like to know what Al Snow is how he's selling here.
Oh, that's pretty over the top, but I like it.
Okay.
He just got hit in the jaw. I mean, so it makes sense.
Looked like he was jizzing in his pants.
That's nice.
It is nice. And then give me 4202. We got some high-flying Ricky Morton here.
All right, let's go to, this is 4152, so we're on the cusp of it. Let's see what Morton does.
Got some high-flying moves in 1995.
Oh, he hits the ropes, comes off, Hurricane Rana. Oh, okay. Look at Ricky.
Look at Ricky.
He's still doing that shit, too, as he's busted open.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's busted open, too.
All right, what else you got, Doc?
That's about it. It was a good match. I liked it. It was long.
Harper,
but they're good.
What you got from it?
Man, Al Snow looks like the guy from, remember that movie, America's Last Virgin?
No.
No?
You know I don't.
No, come on. I remember that movie from the 80s?
No, but if you remember it, send it to Harper on Facebook. Don't send it to me, because I don't know what it is, and I don't want to see a clip of it. Uh-oh. I think my promo cut him off, Doc.
Oh, God.
You
I broke him.
You never seen
you silenced
that
me.
movie?
No. I know what he said. I know I've never seen it, Harper. And Doc hasn't either.
Man.
No.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It has the best ending in movie history.
What's the name of it?
America's Last Virgin.
Now Harper's gonna make me waste 2 hours of my life to go watch that shit.
No, you just watch it when you get off.
I'm gonna Google it to read what it's about before I watch. My wife gets mad at me because I do that. If she's watching a movie, I'll Google it to see what happens at the end. She's like, "Why do you do that? It ruins it." No, it don't. I'm not interested.
Look, I do shit like that because before I get invested into this shit,
right?
Because I have very little free time. If it's shit, I'm gonna just fucking move on.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I do. I'm like, I'm not watching it. I'm gonna read something first to see what I think, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna spend 5 minutes doing a little research, and then I'm like, all right, it's worth my time. Other than that, no. Anyway, all right. I haven't seen that movie though, Harper, but I'm right there with you. I see eye to eye. So this match, man, at the end of it, Unabomber gives Snow this glove that they've been passing around the whole match. There's shenanigans with the ref taking a bump, but Morton grabs the glove from Snow and hits Snow with it. Morton wins by pin, but after the match, Unabomber powerbombs Morton and Gibson and then throws Mark Curtis, the ref. So the Rock and Roll are basically a little bloodied and kind of, they're messed up. Well, Ricky's bloody and Robert's kind of reeling. So then they go to the back after the match, and here's a quick promo. After everything goes down, they're in the dressing room, and let's see what happens. Rock and Roll is back there.
We got our camera back in the locker room area. Let's take you back to the locker room area and check on the condition of Ricky Morton. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you see that situation. It's tragic back there, and of course, tonight's the big night in Johnson City. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to go tonight.
There were 3 or 4 of them. And beat me with a lead pipe. I swear I saw them all. They hit me with a lead pipe.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about 3 or 4.
Yeah, the loaded gloves, what happened? You got nailed on your own loaded glove there, pal.
I'm telling you, Jimmy boy, there were 15, 20 guys. 3 or 4 of them had a gun. 5 or 6 had a knife. We fought them off, though. We're the greatest tag team alive.
Well, but tonight it's going to be Unabomber. He should be well rested, and after you guys double team Ricky and Robert, I mean, what kind of shape they're going to be in tonight?
I don't really care what shape they're in, Jim. What do you think? I can give a rat's rear end. All I care about is me and this guy back here. Ricky and Robert, you're in bad shape now. Wait till all you and your buddies, I think you guys are like the redneck gangsters or something. 25, 30 guys came out on me, Jim. Beat me up, there were pipes, there were stones.
Are you delirious? You know what you're saying?
I know what I'm saying. I understand what I'm saying.
Why are you lying then?
I'm not lying. Do you see me lying down here on this table? Does anything sink through?
Well, you're lying. That's what you're doing. You're lying. Oh, whoa.
Fans, we're out of time. We'll see you tonight in Johnson City.
So they go off air with them brawling, which I thought was fine. Doc, you got any thoughts on the closing promo?
Man, the Rock and Roll is always in the middle of shit.
Yeah, pretty much how it works out, huh?
Yeah, they can't just have one day apiece, man.
No, man. Somebody's always trying to take them off.
I mean, they can't just sit and chill and just wrestle and get the 1, 2, 3 and just.
Bro, and here's the other thing. We've said on this show that y'all are you two are tired of them. They're still the NWA World Heavyweight Champions. 24 years later than this, when you were already tired of them.
I don't know if I'm tired of them, Doc.
Oh. Pardon
Long
me.
in a tooth. I mean, it's hard when you're doing a review on two different promotions, and in both promotions, you see them on a weekly basis. It can wear on you. And, Ricky's line, we love Ricky Morton, but rock and roll is here to stay and not here to play. I mean, we hear that in our sleep. He says it all the time.
I got it tattooed.
You got a what?
I got it tattooed on me.
Yeah, okay. All right. So with all that said, Doc, what are you rating this one?
I thought this was a interesting episode. Not great, still solid, nothing spectacular, still good. So with all that said, give me a 7.5.
Hopper, what about you?
Give it an 8.
All right. And it is Government Cheese Award.
Wait,
time.
what are you rating it?
Yeah.
The Government Cheese
Mike.
Award was named by Shard Johnson. Before we give the Government Cheese out, I want to remind everyone to please use our Amazon referral link. These holidays are up on us. Give that link to the wives, girlfriends, broads, and hoes in your life and tell them to use the Amazon referral link. It's tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And by using it, you help support this show. Again, it's tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. Great way to support this show. And remember, become a patron also at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. All right, Doc, who you giving the government cheese to? I know you did. You texted me. You hear me say it every week, but you said, "Hey, what's the link?"
Right, you should see these shoes I bought with it. These like hard body Harper shoes. It's like Soul Train Fashions times 1,000.
Oh God! Please take a picture. I want to see.
I showed them to my mom, and she's like, "Where'd you get that off of? Like Rampart Street or something?" I said, "No, it's off of fucking Amazon."
Can you send a picture, please?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it.
Are you debuting these at the Revolution Rumble? Is that what the special occasion is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe you should post them on the Facebook page.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
Talk them in the building.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, Doc, who you giving your government cheese to?
Everybody was good, but nobody was spectacular. This one was kind of tough to do, but I decided that I was going to give it to Boo Bradley.
All right. Who are you giving yours to, Hopper?
I give mine to Al Snow.
I'm going to give mine to Buddy.
Wow.
I had to. It's partly the Wolfman who comes out just with that stupidity and bullcrap, but I'm going to give mine to Buddy. Al Snow was good, though. Al Snow.
Yeah, that shit made no sense, bro. I think about it.
What made no sense?
Why did the Wolfman go talk to him?
To get to the other side.
Yeah. Why did the Wolfman why is the Wolfman even in Smoky Mountain? It's to drive Budrow around with his stank gear. Anyway, whatever. Al Snow, Doc doesn't like Al Snow and Smoky, but I think
it's not
fine.
Bad.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: he's good in the ring. I don't care for his promos.
He kind of reminds me of Candido when he first came in.
Who?
Chris Candido.
He's messing with you, Hopper, because of the way you said Candido. He thinks he's slick. I caught what he just did there. And you see he's laughing. I caught exactly. It's like
that's nice.
It's like when It's like that other word you say when you say Valentine's Day. He always makes you repeat it because he's trying to make fun of the way you say it. He ain't slick.
Valentine's.
He's an asshole, is what he is. All right, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. Before we do so, check out the
there are people that like the subtle layers of humor. Like we have a lot of listeners that like the dick jokes and the fat ass jokes and the Harper making fun of the R word people.
Oh.
But there's also people out there that tell me all the time how much they appreciate that it's not just crude humor here. You have to pay attention to catch some of the humor that we do because we're good at what we do.
They tell him all the time. Sure. They directly reach out to you. Whatever, asshole. Before we get out of here, check out the Wrestling Podcast About Nothing with ROH's Brian Malonis and Mike Crockett every single Monday. Also, check out Our Vantage Point, the Retro Wrestling Podcast with Joe Murata and Michael Quinn, the northern version of BTT, slightly classier, a little bit more professional, but still fun nonetheless. And I think that's going to get us out of here. Doc, you got anything else?
Nah, bruh.
Harper, if you ain't got nothing else, hit the tagline. Take us home.
Book it, bitch.
Before we get out of here, I need to give a special shout out to all of our patrons out there. Thank you for your patronage. Your show or your patronage is the reason this show keeps on going, man. I got to tell you, it makes it all worthwhile. So thank you for your support. If you're appreciative to this 8 free shows that we are kicking out every single month and have done so for almost 4 years now of this. As far as the 8 free shows, we've done the show for 4.5 years. But thank you. We appreciate it. And I want to give a special shout out to some Hall of Fame patrons out there. Lee Russell, thank you very much. MDQ for Life. George Davis. That's MDQ for Life on Twitter, for being FOR. Kevin Carter, George Davis, Michael Angel, Bob Richards, Rocky Suazo, Christopher Champer, Will Hartkey, Robbie Dyson, Rick Beebe, Brad Dunifin, Tom Schlegel, Coach Joey Chase, a.k.a. Willie Chase, Steve Malbasa, Laurent Brown, Kenny Beiersdorf, Glenn Abbott at GA WrestleNut on Twitter, Bobby Murray, Marlon Mueller, Half Pints Point, Keep Cutting Those Promos Kid, Josh Warren, Everett Starr, Mike Childry, Hall of Fame, who's one of our big-time Hall of Fame patrons, along with Kyle Riley and Disrespectfully Classy Marky Blassie, Craig Norman, Johnny on Patreon, The Great John Dean at YRC21 on Twitter, Josh Dunn at Ryan and Auburn, Good Old Justin, Robert Smith, Joseph Ice, Tim Moretti, Adam Price, Brian Evans, Mark Wilson, Armando Martinez, David Jordan, Jesse Jacobs, Chris Myers, Gerald Green, Mitchell Johnson, Mike Prue, Will Parker, Jeremy Bryant, Classy Alex, David DeVries, SV Padgham, Bill Salsa, Big Rich at Spy Boy Sports Cap on Twitter, Ari Miller 39, Jay Shiny, Ruben Espinoza, Merciless Jones, Jesse Lucas, Chris Browning, Justin _Andretti, Coleman822, Marty Howell, T-Hog94, Godbold Unreal. Thank you for being Hall of Fame patrons. And before we get out of here, shout out to the Bottom Line cast and my friends Mike Prue and JV. They do the ECW show on the Patreon feed at the $5 tier, so make sure you check that show out as Patreon members. They do a great job, along with hosting their own show called the Bottom Line Wrestling Cast, where they are chronicling the career of Stone Cold Steve Austin month by month and on a weekly basis. So make sure you check them out. They're at the Bottom Line Cast on Twitter, and just search Bottom Line Cast wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks to all the patrons out there, Hall of Fame patrons, and everyone who supports this show. You guys are the best. And as Harper always says when he gets out of here, book it, bitch.